Welcome to the Morning Book Nook.
Hey, it's Ashley. If you're watching this video, you've probably just booked a Facebook party with me. And first of all, let me say thank you so much. I am so excited to get started. I'm so excited to share these amazing books with your family and your friends. And I'm excited to get you as many free books as we possibly can. So in this video, I want to go through some tips and tricks for making your party as successful as possible. Tip number 1. I want you to plant the seeds early, okay? As soon as we've booked your party and we have a date on the books, what I want you to do is just tell your friends, okay? When you're at work, when you're out at the playground, regardless of how far out your party is, if you plant the seeds early, you get your friends starting to think about it, they're more likely to be intrigued later on when it's time to actually invite them to the event. Tip number 2. Reach out to your guests individually. When the time comes to actually start sending invitations, what I want you to do is reach out to each of your guests in the most comfortable way possible. So if it's a person that you haven't talked to in a while, maybe you only usually talk to them on Facebook, then reach out that way. But if it's somebody that you see on a regular basis, either at work, then invite them through work, or let them know that you're going to send them an invitation when you're talking to them in person. And when you talk to them, what I want you to say is, hey, I've booked this party, I'm having this party, it's next week, it's a week, or it's 2 weeks away. These books are really amazing, I love them so much. Can I send you an invitation? Or would you like an invitation? That kind of thing. If you actually take the step to reach out and talk to them individually, and actually ask them if they want to be invited to your event, they're more likely to be interested in coming, okay? What I do not want you to do, please do not do the mass invite, okay? If you do that, people tend to be a little bit turned off by that, okay? What we want to do is make sure that your guests know you've actually put some thought into who you've invited, and you're not just absent-mindedly scrolling through your Facebook friends and sending invitations to everybody that you see. All right, tip number 3 is for you to actually post a welcome message in the event, okay? When we've got your party set up and we've got all of your invitations out, and you're pretty sure that most of your guests have RSVP'd, what you can do is go through and post a welcome message. You want to thank your guests for coming. You want to thank them for their interest. You want to let them know how excited you are to share these books that you're already in love with. What that does is it helps your excitement to spread to them, okay? Adding pictures into the welcome message, showing your kids that are using these books and enjoying them. It really goes a long way towards getting your friends and your guests interested in the products. And they're more likely to order if they know that this is something that you already love and you're really trying to share it with them. Tip number 4 is for you to be active in the party, okay? We want to make this feel as much like we're sitting in your living room as we can. So even though it's going to span the course of a week, we still want you to engage your guests, okay? So if your guests are commenting or posting or asking questions, I want you to engage them as well, okay? Because if we were sitting in your living room, it wouldn't just be me talking, okay? You would be talking to your friends too, okay? You'd be talking to them about how their life is, especially if it's people you haven't seen in a while. So if you're engaging as much as I am, your guests are going to be more likely to be interested and to purchase from your party. Tip number 5 goes along with tip number 4 in that when I post something, I want you to comment on it, okay? When I post something in the event, your friends aren't necessarily going to be interested in seeing what I've just posted, okay? They'll get a notification that I posted something, especially if they RSVP'd to the party. They'll get a notification about it, but they're more likely to click onto that post and to read it if they see in their notifications, if they see so-and-so has commented on this post, okay? So if you, the familiar face, have commented on the posts, then your guests are more likely to click in there and see it, okay? Because they don't know me. They don't know who I am. They don't necessarily trust me yet. They trust you, they know you, so when they see your name pop up, the familiar face, the familiar name, they're more likely to click in and see what's going on. Tip number 6, that is the next day follow-up, okay? After your live party has happened, what I want you to do is the next day go through and message everybody that you've invited or that participated in the party, and I want you to thank them for playing along. I want you to thank them for showing an interest in helping your party, and then I want you to remind them that the party is closing that night, okay? A lot of times your friends want to help you and they want to place an order, but life gets in the way, okay? People get distracted. I mean, I know that I'm super guilty of completely forgetting that I wanted to do this thing, even though I really want to do this thing. So if you just send them a friendly reminder, thanking them for playing along and reminding them that the party is closing, a lot of times that just kind of clicks something in their brain and they say, oh, okay, let me take a few minutes. I'm going to sit down and take a look at what I need to do, okay? So remind them the next day that we're closing the party, and you'll get a lot more feedback, a lot more interest if you do that. All right, tip number 7 is to start your wish list early. Now this kind of goes all the way back to the beginning of the party, okay? From the time that we book a party and you decide, hey, I'm going to do this and I want to earn some free books, okay? What I want you to do is start creating a wish list on the website, because what that does is it gives us kind of a goal to hit, okay? If we are working towards something specific and we know exactly the kind of things that you want, it's a little bit more motivating and it's a little bit easier to gauge what we need to do to get there, okay? All right, so that's it. There's just a few of the most important tips and tricks that I can think of to help your party be successful and to get you as much free Usborne stuff as we can. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I am super excited to get started with you, and I'm super excited to do this party. Thanks very much. We'll talk soon.